Wine 52 is in France to explore the Vin De France category and a collection of brilliant red wines that have been produced within it. Let's get the rundown of what you can look forward to at home. First up, we have Vigneron mais Autrement. The winery is part of a cooperative tradition in the southwest of France, surrounding Bordeaux, Bergerac, and Duras, where generations of wine growers have cultivated vines on diverse and expressive terroirs. The Vigneron mais Autrement team includes 700 dedicated wine growers and an experienced winemaking team who work closely together from vineyard to bottle. Many of their growers come from families who have cultivated vines for generations. Their wines regularly receive awards in French wine competitions, including medals at the Concours Général Agricole in Paris. Mirage Violet is a Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot blend that is all about ripe fruit, soft structure, and easy drinking charm. Cabernet brings the dark-fruited backbone and gentle grip, while Merlot rounds everything out with plushness and a smooth, crowd-pleasing finish. On the nose, expect a burst of juicy blackcurrant and cherry, with a subtle herbal edge that keeps it feeling fresh and unmistakably French. Ripe and fruit-driven on the palate, it's medium-bodied with decent acidity and tannins that make it surprisingly food-friendly. A great midweek red that still has enough personality to show up at the table. We recommend serving this wine at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius for the best results. If you are looking for a food pairing, try beef lasagna, sausage and mash with onion gravy, or a proper cottage pie. For something a bit fancier, try duck breast with a cherry sauce or steak frite. Domaine Montariol des Grottes was founded in 1996 when Pierre des Grottes and Stéphane Montariol acquired the historic Domaine Lalande and its neighbouring Domaine Galates. The winery has grown steadily since the 90s, and now they have over 600 hectares under vine, across 4 chateaux and 6 domains in the Languedoc, making them one of the larger family-controlled wine operations in southern France. They have a wide international reputation from taking part in international competitions like Decanter, Vinalive International, and Catavinum, as well as exhibitions like Food-X Japan, Vine Expo Hong Kong, and Apache Show Sao Paulo. La Vouivre Emeraude owes a lot to the gentle slopes and diverse soils that give this Merlot a vivid fruit character and bright, fresh acidity that lifts every sip. Sun-warmed days and cool nights help the grapes retain their purity, producing a wine that's approachable yet layered. On the nose, it bursts with fresh raspberry and a hint of kirsch, inviting and distinctly charming. On the palate, it's fresh and clean, with initial sweetness giving way to balanced tannins and a lively, juicy finish. Decanting for 20 to 30 minutes will help open up the flavors of this wine before serving slightly chilled at 15 to 16 degrees Celsius. For food pairing, try a glass alongside roast chicken with herb butter, mushroom risotto, or a classic French cassoulet. For something a bit fancier, try duck breast with a berry glaze. Hirondelle en Fleur is a bright and lively blend of Syrah, Cinsault, and Grenache that shows off soft, round fruit with a hint of sweetness and a distinctive strawberry character. Gentle spice and red berry flavors mix effortlessly, creating a smooth, approachable palate. On the nose, you can expect subtle aromas of fresh strawberries, raspberries, and a whisper of white pepper. For the best experience, serve a glass of this rosé chilled at 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. For food pairing, this wine is perfect with pan-seared scallops or a light charcuterie platter. The history of Maison Raymond dates back to 1850, when the first generation of the winemaking family settled at Château de la Garde in Saint-Laurent-de-Bois. In 1880, the family operation moved from mixed crops to purely focus on viticulture and winemaking. The winery works with more than 15 exclusive properties and cooperatives across 3 regions. Under the Vin De France category, the winery is able to coalesce these regions and vines into cohesive tastes of Maison Raymond. As of 2000, the winery has been committed to organic winemaking, including 130 hectares of organic vineyards in Château Jume-Filon. Grenade Enchantée owes a lot to the sun-drenched, diverse soils of France that lend this blend of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Grenache and Syrah its ripe, generous fruit and structured depth. The warm climate lets Grenache and Syrah develop vivid, juicy flavors, while Merlot and Cabernet add plushness and grip. On the nose, expect a bright, inviting bouquet of raspberry, plum, and subtle earthy notes, layered with the characteristic spice of Syrah. We recommend that you decant your wine for 30 to 45 minutes before serving slightly below room temperature at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. Food pairing should focus on dishes like classic beef bourguignon, slow-roasted lamb shoulder, or a creamy mushroom risotto. Next up, we have Vignoble Lacoste. The Lacoste family has been making wine in the Donzac area since 1839. The current winery, covering 44 hectares across 2 estates, has been led by Vincent Lacoste since 2005, representing the 6th generation of the family. The winery has been certified organic since 2009, with its first organic vintage released in 2013. Alongside winemaking, the team at Vignoble Lacoste welcome visitors for tastings, workshops, sensory activities, treasure hunts, escape games, seminars, and private events. Élevé is a wine where ripe Merlot meets the spicy edge of Marcelin for a smooth, medium-bodied red with lovely sweet red fruit and balanced tannins. Gentle, approachable, yet with solid structure. On the nose, expect juicy cherry, red plum, and a hint of warm spice. Serve slightly chilled at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius after decanting for 20 to 30 minutes for the best results. For food pairing, try a glass alongside braised lamb shank, pepper-crusted steak with roasted vegetables, or creamy wild mushroom pasta. For something a bit more adventurous, try Moroccan lamb tagine with dried fruits, aged cheddar soufflé, or porcini risotto with truffle oil. Up next, we have Vignoble Lanchereau. The Lanchereau family has been making wine at Château de Pénautier near Carcassonne since 1620. The winery's vineyards are certified high environmental value and maintain their terroir through methods including the implementation of regenerative agriculture to stimulate microbial life in the soil. Maison Lanchereau is also amongst the top 100 wine tourism sites in France. The estate is open to visitors to explore the Château de Pénautier, which is classified as a historic monument that even welcomed King Louis XIII, a 30-hectare park where some wines grow, a bistronomic restaurant, a cellar to try their wines, guest houses, and a trail to wander in their countryside and vineyards. They bring both of our 6-pack Special Reserve red wines. Insolent is a rich and juicy blend of Syrah and Cabernet Franc that balances the Syrah's ripe, spicy fruit with the Cabernet Franc's refreshing herbaceous lift. The palate is vibrant and energetic, with structured tannins and zesty acidity giving every sip a lively, harmonious feel. On the nose, expect enticing aromas of blackberries, plum, and a hint of green herbs, drawing you in with both sweetness and freshness. Decant for 45 minutes or so before serving, slightly chilled at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. If you are looking for a food pairing, we recommend dishes like roast lamb with garlic and rosemary, mushroom risotto, or even a rich pork and apple casserole. For something more elegant, try grilled duck breast with a berry glaze. Joyeux is a brilliant red wine where ripe Grenache brings luscious, juicy fruit, while the Syrah adds structure, spice, and a fine-grained tannic backbone. This full-bodied blend delivers a long, lingering finish that keeps every sip exciting. On the nose, expect a vivid aromatic profile of sweet red berries, warm spice, and subtle herbal hints. This wine is best enjoyed after 30 minutes in a decanter before serving at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. When it comes to food pairing, try a glass alongside hearty lamb tagine, roasted vegetable tart, or a classic beef bourguignon. This breakdown of the Vin De France red wines has come to an end, but your journey of discovery is just beginning. We hope you enjoy your wines at home and maybe even find a new favorite amongst them. Cheers.